projects. Recently, I talked with Kemper, president of the American Soybean Association, about infrastructure challenges in this country. Infrastructure is very important to the American soybean farmer, especially from a shipping standpoint.
Well, it is. With over 56% of all the soybeans exported, I mean, the livestock taking the rest, either the rails or the rivers, and the barges are going to have it. We continue to lobby Congress for infrastructure improvements, particularly up and down the Mississippi, where over 75% of all grain that's exported goes down through it. But we cannot forget the Missouris and other rivers. We cannot forget the St. Lawrence Seaway, which we have partial interest in. And the market and the commodities that are flowing out of all of those are a concern to us. We're somewhat disappointed that the president's stimulus package, even though we had shovel-ready projects, no money was appropriated, to our knowledge, to help improve the locks and dams.
The locks and dams, the infrastructure. Talk a little bit about some of the dredging that you would like to see and how important that is to the flow of traffic.
Well, with particularly the last several months, there has been a need for dredging, particularly around the New Orleans area and up and down the lower Mississippi with that. And with no funding, or at least the lack of funding coming forward for that dredging, the ships are having to run a lot shallower and a lot less weight in them, so a lot less commodities are moving. We would again encourage Congress to move forward on improving the infrastructure.
Yeah. How important is this infrastructure that we have in this country? I mean, I know it's been around for several decades and it's getting older, but that's really what sets American farmer apart from some of these other countries.
You're exactly right, particularly like Brazil, when you have some of the dirt roads that are 800 miles long, you have semis that leave and they come back a week later from it. What sets us up, what's our advantage, is not only our rivers, our rails, our roads with that. And as we talk infrastructure, a lot of times it's easy to talk about the river, but we also got to make sure the railways are kept up. We also make sure the interstates are kept up with that.
Infrastructure is also getting attention on a global scale. According to a report in Reuters, finance ministers from the G20 will meet next week to discuss boosting infrastructure spending. The leaders say that's a key element in increasing global agricultural output. Meanwhile, plans to